If you're going to succeed in the stock market, the one thing that I know for certain is you have to have a process. You can't randomly go at it. You can't just follow anybody and everybody. You have to have a process. And that's what Best of Us Investors is built upon. As is claimed in the thumbnail, we've achieved a year over year, the last year, 151.2%, and year to date, that is from January through today, a return of 46.6%. That is uncomparable with that of the S&P and the Dow. The S&P is 28.8 and 9.2, and the Dow is 21.6 and 2.9. So the process works, and the process is built around finding growth stocks, and that's as simple as it is. That we know from past history that growth stocks will produce you in excess of 100% return over the next 3 years, and 175 of them or more will produce you 100% return this year. So the task becomes, the process becomes finding them. And that's what I teach to my tribe members who belong to Best of Us Investors. And I want, in this video, to walk you through that process so that you can gain confidence that, yes, I can follow that process, and yes, I can achieve those kinds of returns if I'll put forth the work and the effort and the learning. It's just like anything else. If you want to be a neurosurgeon, you have to learn the process. If you want to be a billionaire, you have to learn the process. And that's what I try to teach my followers, my tribe members. So in this video, I'm going to show you the process. This is where the process starts. This is the Best of Us Investors homepage. Juanita happens to be my wife. And here it gives you some basic information. Then down here it shares with you our Friday stock talk and the morning edge. These are regular events that are a part of our program, and then it shows some of the videos that I've created. Where I want to take you is to Kerry's tell sheet, because this is where my process is shared. And what you'll find there is a lot of numbers, and what these numbers give you is the process that I follow with Samantha in order to identify those stocks that I want to invest in over the next coming 3 years. Again, remember, our process is find us, Samantha, AI, find us those stocks who are going to give us a 100% return over the next 3 years, recognizing that we will hit upon some that will give us a 100% return over the next year. Because, again, the process tells us, and history tells us, that there's about 175 stocks that are going to give the astute investor in excess of 100% return this year. And that's why we were able to achieve those numbers that we did last year and are on track to do the same again this year. So what this does is here, let me just blow this up a little bit. Here we list the stocks that are on Kerry's tell sheet. Now, Kerry doesn't own every one of these stocks because some of them are not currently meeting our criteria, but we suspect they may in the future, so we don't own any AAOI at this time, and you can see that right there. We hold no shares. We do hold a few shares of Apple, but that's only in order to track it so that we can be aware of it and see its movements on a daily basis. No, what we're looking for is those stocks that through our analysis, it tells us in the year of 2027, this is what their return is going to be. So AVAV catches our attention because it's in excess of the 25% that we need historically in order to achieve 100% over the next 3 years. Then we come further down, and here we find HIMS. HIMS and Hers is the name of the stock. It's 43. And then what's this? KVYO. It's projecting that we'll get 88% over the next, before January of 2027. That translates to 222% over the next 3 years. In other words, January 2029. Well, what is KVYO? Because one of the things that I insist upon, if you become a member of Best of Us investors, that you know what you own. You know what KV, you know how to pronounce their name, and you know what they do. Well, how will you determine what they do? Samantha will tell you. She will do a deep dive and give you a podcast that will tell you everything about this company based on its earnings report that it gave on May the 6th of this year. So it's current information, and that information is updated every 90 days, every time they have an earnings report. Well, is KVYO the leader? No. Here's Mountain. MN, what the hell do they do? Well, you come over here and you go to their deep dive, which was done on May the 6th, and Samantha and Bart will tell you exactly what they do and how they justify a 102% return projection over this, actually the next, 6, 7 months. How is that possible? Because all the data on Mountain is on the internet. Their income statement, their balance sheet, their cash flow statement, their submissions to the SEC of what they're doing and how much stock their CEO bought or sold in the last 30 days. Everything that is known to Mountain is on that on the internet. And if I have an AI agent that can search and find it and then follow the parameters that I have put to test it as a qualifier for 100% return over the next 3 years, well, it's all there. And if everybody is being analyzed under the same criteria, then it's all relevant. If, in fact, Mountain's competition is being analyzed in the same manner, we've got a comparison there that is easy to make, and thus conclusions are easy to derive. As you can see, we go down each and every stock so that we can make a decision, and this 100% return is based not on what I bought it for some 6 months ago. No, it's based on what its price is today, $8.38, and it is saying that that stock's price will be $17 by January of 2026 or 2027, which is a 102% return. So if Mountain goes down 38 cents on Tuesday, that number will change. If it goes up 50 cents on Tuesday, that number will change. So I know from the data, number one, what I own, which is most important, but what it's projected to do over the next 5, 6 months, the next 12 months, the next 24 months. Well, how does that compare to maybe a stock that I love, Google. Oh, wow, it's up substantially this year. I can go across here and follow Google, and I can see that I used to own it at $151. That was my cost basis, but I sold out of it because it's only going to give me a 2.8% return the rest of the year. Do I want my money tied up in Google to achieve a 2.8% return when I could put it in Mountain and have a chance to get 102% return? And in both cases, I can substantiate that return by listening to the deep dive on Google that was done on April 30th, their last earnings call. So this gives me the ability to know what I own and then track the stock against its performance projections, not only Wall Street, but the numbers that it's producing. Is it profitable? Because that when it comes down to it, a growth stock is very, very simple. Number one, it has to be increasing its revenues. If it's not increasing its revenues, it has no chance to grow its stock price unless it cuts its expenses and then goes out of business. No, it has to grow its revenues. Then we look at it at the same time it's growing its revenues. Is it growing its earnings? And is it growing its earnings as a result of cutting expenses or by improving margins? That's the key. If it's improving margins, become more efficient at what it's doing, reaching scale, it will get exponential growth. And then let's analyze and find out, is it properly valued? What is its PE ratio, price to earnings? Is it 25? Is it 7? Or is it 200? So does it have the value in it to achieve exponential growth, or is the value already in the price? Is it at a PE ratio of 200? So you've got the next 200 years of earnings already in the price of that stock. Or is its PE ratio at 10 when its comparative industry players are at 25 and it's undervalued? If you know these things, you know what you own, you know the industry they're in. Are they in a growth industry? Are they in the automobile industry where a growth rate of 5% when inflation is 7 tells you this company is not growing? Or are they in an industry that is being driven by AI, and maybe it's a software company, and it has a profit margins of 70%, and it's through AI, it's improving, it's decreasing its cost, because an AI agent can do the work of 5 software engineers. So their cost is going to go down, which is going to push their margins up. And if they have the right product in AI, they're going to explode. So that's how we follow the stocks at Best of Us Investors. From there, we then work as a team. This is our Discord, and this is Kerry's office. Trent, my son, also has an office, and Mark, who does our technical work, has an office as well. This is where our tribe members come and share their information. What's fascinating about our Best of Us Investors, it's not just me. It's not a small group of people giving you information. No, it's a tribe of roughly 900 people who come and say, Kerry, have you seen this? Is this a stock that you've looked into? Or would you look at, has anyone looked at CE LH. I'm personally loading up on it at $22 a share. Well, that's what Frank is saying. Then you have other people come in and say, Monday's going to be a escape for CRDO. Again, they're sharing their ideas. They're asking me in any cases, Kerry, can you have Samantha look at BlackBerry? I don't think I want to, but that's the kind of information that people come and ask on the Discord, so that you communicate with other people of like mind. They share their information with you, and we all end up making better investment decisions. Then I share my trades every day with my tribe, what I am buying and what I am selling, and then go back over to my office and share why I'm buying or selling a given stock. So you get timely information of how I'm trading, and then you, based on your knowledge that you've gathered, you can make better investment decisions. Then every Friday we have what we call our Friday Stock Talk, and we all come together through a Zoom call, and I give you my take on the market. Trent gives you his take. Mark gives you his take. And the tribe then contributes, usually goes for 2 hours, from 3 to 5 p.m., and we talk about the stock market. We ask questions. We come to conclusions, and we make our plans for the following week. That's what a process is all about. That's what Best of Us Investors is all about. And I invite you to come give it a try. Try the new way of investing. I've been doing this for a long time, and this information was not available just a year and a half ago. We have access, not through technology, not only to gather this information to feed the process, but to come together over the internet, over Zoom calls, and work together as a team, as a community, as a tribe, to make better investment decisions and to achieve this kind of result.